Ryan Little.
Welcome, everybody. This is OG with Building Greatness. We are back again with our 8th episode, and we have a special guest here today. I would say a long time person I've known probably since I've been very young, but we lived off the same block in the same town, and we actually got a chance to connect up here. But I would like to introduce Valina Hayes. And you could, tell them about yourself. She's a singer. She's been a very good supporter of a lot of great things that have been going on. And I had to bring her on because I'm hopefully going to get her as a co-host on the show.
Oh, hey. Hi, Facebook. My name is Valina Hayes. I live in Stroudsburg out here. And as OG said, I am a native of Long Island, New York, where we're both from. And now I'm here in Pennsylvania. I am a singer, and I'm a local artist right now, but I'm trying to fish for a record deal. Also, I have been very supportive because it's a great thing that OG's doing here with Building Greatness. There's a lot of things that need to be accomplished, and we can only do that together. And I'm just happy to be here on the show.
Yeah. So we're going to have our little talk today. I didn't realize I was going to have some other things I want to bring up to her that I want to ask her opinion on. So we're just going to start off by going through our donators and sponsors. So if you give me a second, I will also show them your CD too, because that'd be great for them to know.
This is my CD that I have out. It's titled Valina Hayes, which is my full name. I brought this out September 2014. I just haven't been doing a lot of promoting lately. But hopefully you guys will get to hear it and support me.
Yeah, any shows that she will be doing will be covered here on my show or the Youth Voice Collective show. We want to also follow up with a lot of things that are going on in the community, and if she's doing something, whether it's in the community or whether it's abroad, we want to give her our support. She is a great singer, has a great voice, inspiring, and I'm glad to have her on today. But real quick, we're just going to go over a couple of sponsors. I just want to thank Keith Spurgeon. He's another Long Island native from our area. He recently was a donator to the radio station. It really helped out for Youth Voice Collective. It got us the ability to get some other things done, and it was very important. It was pivotal. So I want to thank Keith, LaShawn Letlow, Jermaine Carson, because these are people who are actively involved. These are, when I'm talking about building greatness is about being involved. It's about inspiring people to do better. Like I said, if you're donating your time or volunteering your time, helping with hey, what's up, James Peck, another Long Island brother, So we have a lot of people here following us from our hometown, and some may know her and some may know me. There's a big age difference. I'm probably a lot older than her. So anyway, well, as a matter of fact, tell them about, a little bit about what your goals are, some of the things you want to do before I go on.
Well, previously, as I stated, I am a local artist. I would like to be a big artist, but when I do that, I do want to have the ability to reach people that need help.
You keep on.
It's very hard to do things out here because it's not a lot of support, and again, it's a small community. So when I do get the opportunity to be out there, I like to help other people who are trying to do things, not just singing, but just showing support for other young ladies and young men. Also, the Youth Collective thing that OG has going on is wonderful. There's so many kids out here that could use that type of support and that type of foundation. I mean, as a mentor or in any capacity that way. But yes, I definitely want to accomplish my singing career, but in essence, I want to be a big voice for everybody, all kind of rights. We have a lot of things going on right now in this world. I know that everybody's aware of that. I'm not a big politician, but we need each other.
Yeah, I think we do, and I think that's a big part of it. I feel that's why we connected, because you've seen me out there, and you're like, hey, OG, I like what you're doing, and and then I just know that those are the things that inspire me, because it's like, okay, somebody's out there saying you're doing the right thing, keep on going. That's my fuel, that's my fire that keeps me going. So that's a passion. I know she brings a lot to the table. She has a big spirit, good energy, intelligent, smart, and is, this is what we need, between, to get things done. This is what we need to build the greatness that we're seeking. And like she said, I'm not necessarily any kind of politician. I'm not into politics. We all know how politics roll. It's common sense, right?
That's right.
Like we know what it's but we have to do our part. If we want anything changed, we have to do it. And that's what Building Greatness about. That's what Genesis Radio is doing. I want to continue thanking people before we go on. I want to thank Terry P, TP Square for one. He's the man that runs the station, and I'm grateful for his support, because I wasn't sure that I was going to go on with this show, and he inspired me also to continue going. He said, nope, I want you to continue your show. There's no way I'm not going to let this happen. So therefore, I'm grateful for him. Like I said, Jermaine Carson, Kenneth Wiltz, Chisholm Jerry, which is Lady Sensi. Check out her page. Odette Russell. Check out Sadagu and the Swam family. That's hers. Anthony and Eric Beckles, Cornelia and Rue Wright, Jennifer Kelly, Wayne Parham, and Tiny Takesha, who's on the Youth Voice Collective, which I'm also going to pair up with, Valina soon. Am I saying that right, Valina? Oh, okay. Because I'm always calling you V, so,
You've got it.
So I'm just going to make sure that they link up, because we have a young lady in the community who's trying to get ahead. She's very young, and she, I think they would inspire each other. I think that would be good if, we get them together sometime on a show so that they can inspire each other, because they're both very active and doing their passion. And I definitely want to link her up with you. I think you would really be
That'd be wonderful.
Powerful influence on her. I want to thank the McDonald family and Charles Stecker. He's also another guy that's doing things in the community, and he's from Philly. Like I said, the McDonald family is Israel McDonald and his mother and father. They've been a great supporter, and we will be doing a career fair at the South High School in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Thanks to Israel McDonald for speaking to his teacher. I want to thank Diana Bellamy for this weekend. She had a great talk. Another intelligent lady I would like to also pair up. We just have a lot of great people that I'm starting to see this. They're sprinkling in, and I just want to have them all together on a panel soon. Larry Davison, he was also there. I was thank you for his presence. His presence was very powerful. Onisha Love, Edmund Dorso, and Lisa Tillman. And Lisa Tillman, my condolences go out to your friend, and we got her in the prayers, okay? Okay. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
And we're going to go into some other stuff, but I want to really, I really want the show to be about you, because I want you to come here, and I want to, tell them how much of an influence you are on me. And some of the stuff we probably went through in the same neighborhood, like I said, I'm sure there's some people who are watching who know you, but since you're much younger than me, that the other people know me, they're like, oh, gee, how do you know? But anyway, the whole point is so we already know, where are you originally from?
Long Island.
Okay, so you're from Long Island, and what brought you here to East Stroudsburg?
To be honest, my mother.
Your mom?
She saw a better opportunity up here as far as the school systems and just bigger homes, more bang for your buck, if you will.
Right.
And it's a lot quieter up here. I mean, Long Island wasn't that bad when I was there.
Right.
But it's turned around a little bit. It's a little bit more, crime and stuff like that going on. So
yeah, I don't know.
It may be a little safe from here.
What age did you come up here about?
I was going into the 7th grade.
Wow.
Been here for a long time.
Yeah. So you kind of half your life grew up here too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you have any kids?
I have one daughter.
Oh, okay.
I have one daughter. She's actually going to be 16.
Oh, wow.
And I'm kind of glad she's up here versus Long Island.
Oh, yeah.
The accessibility is a lot different.
Absolutely. Yeah, we know about Long Island. Yeah.
Absolutely. No subways.
Yeah, exactly.
I can keep my eye on her a lot more.
Right. And it's just, it's a smaller community, so people know each other more.
Sure.
Even though we knew each other in Long Island, it's not like people knew me, but there's nothing they could say because, what you going to say, the kid, Anyway, but here, I think it's tight-knit. People kind of know each other, and the people who are on the right track, we look out for each other.
Absolutely.
So I think this is a good place to raise kids, and even just have a business or live, I have a lot of aspirations and future plans for Stroudsburg. So hopefully all of these things are gonna pan out.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to do what I'm trying to do up here as far as getting a singing career started. It's a lot different.
Right.
But in terms of raising children, yes. Once you're set, it's good to be here. But it's kind of difficult out here
Right.
to do what I'm trying to do in any event.
But that only makes you stronger when you work in an environment that you have challenges, you know, because I know you have challenges and, you know, raising your daughter and trying to pursue your career. I know that's not something that is easy. And like you said, out here where it's like, you know, you can hear the cricket sometimes, you know, but altogether, you know, it is a good place. And I just think that we're on the potential side, we're on the rising side of what's going to happen here. And I think Genesis Radio is going to be a big part of transforming East Stroudsburg and the Poconos into a greater place, because we're going to bring the diversity of minds to one place. And I think, you know, that, you know, it's the right place to be.
That's the bigger picture. The diversity is a big part. It's growing here. The diversity is growing as versus when I came here in 7th grade. It's a lot different. Different. The mindset's a lot different.
Right.
A lot can be accomplished here. I believe that, you know, God puts us in certain places for a reason. So there's a reason why I'm still, you know, lingering around Stroudsburg.
Yeah, and plus, you know, the thing is that you could always travel, because, like, you'd be on Broadway. Trust me, I plan on seeing you on Broadway. I plan on seeing you, you know, on a stage, on, you know, Madison Square Garden. You know, I'm sure that's going to come a time when that's going to happen. So I don't, you know, we can't give up on New York altogether.
Of course not.
But at least our roots right now are here, and it's grounded in something sound. So, you know, I definitely want to look at your CD. So you have a song called Lights Out. And what inspired you to write Lights Out?
Lights Out is kind of like a celebration song, and it it's a happy song. A lot of times, like R&B artists like myself, we sing about sad things.
Mm-hmm.
So on that particular song, it's something happy, something that makes me happy. It was something I not necessarily went through, but just time to celebrate something.
Right.
Something that I've accomplished.
Right. Oh, okay, that's good. What about My Zone?
My Zone is more like it's more of an adult song. It's a fun song.
I'm an adult. What's up? What's
something
so
you
adult?
play in a lounge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing really bad in there.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, when you said adult, I was like, okay. Should we have an X next to that? No. Triple X? You know?
My daughter can listen to it, so it's pretty appropriate.
Right. Well, that's good.
And that's what I wanted to do, too. I didn't want to make, like, the stuff that the kids are seeing today, I'm not judging, but a lot of it is, the self-confidence isn't there in the artists, I don't think. They're transforming and reinventing themselves in ways that they really don't have to. So it's kind of, to me, projecting to young females and young males that you have to replace things and do things to make yourself more noticeable and more accepted, when in reality you should be enough. Everything that you come with should be enough. You shouldn't have to transform, you know, into other things just to please other people. You should be okay with yourself. I think a lot of, like, the Building Greatness, too, helps build self-confidence in younger kids and adults, because a lot of people don't have that. They don't see what other people see. And it's more important for you to see the great things about yourself.
Okay. Okay, so so that's what I'm saying. So you're basically saying being authentic, you know, is the root of success and bringing out the best in people.
I think so. It's okay to wear a little makeup. I do that. It's okay to dress up. But just know that the outfit and the makeup doesn't make you. It's what's inside. Just like Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, he was a great spokesman for the entire world on civil rights leaders, and he was just a human activist. He didn't have on, you know, the latest jeans and stuff like that. They didn't have fashion and stuff like that. Is not the way it is today. And he was still able to reach the masses. He was able to make a whole change without doing that.
Right.
You know, even his wife, Coretta Scott King, she didn't have all these glamorous things and all this makeup, and, you know, she didn't. Adults as well, too. I mean, I think adults struggle with it as well. But I want them to know you can make a difference without doing all that.
Right.
That should just be the extra. It should be fun.
Yeah,
but it shouldn't be something that you use to get your point across.
Absolutely.
Your OG.
Yes,
you know
what?
Since we talking about her music and her CD and everything, when we just play one of her joints to let people know and let people hear what's going on with her and what she sound like. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, let's do it,
Sure.
please. See, that's the man. I told you he makes
can
it
pick
happen.
whatever song he wants.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so, but as as that's going, letting people listen to your beautiful voice because, that's another thing that touches people's lives.
It's you off mic.
Oh,
You can talk to her now.
okay, we're still live, so we can just talk.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, yeah, everybody, we're off just listening on GenesisRadio.com. You could hear some of her music. We're going to get a couple of copies. We're probably going to buy a couple of copies and play them on my show. Maybe she could be, the intro to my show. So, that's, how you doing, Cornelia Wright? How did you get started in gospel music?
Actually, when I was about 11, I was part of a youth group at church.
Right.
And I never knew that I could actually sing.
Mm-hmm.
We were all singing together in unison.
Right.
And the musical director, his name is Derek Edwards. I don't know, he's a local, so you guys might know him as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of filtered out everybody else, and I was standing out, and I didn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
So from that point, I was worshiping, in church, and I decided to do gospel music and R&B. And
Right.
that's when it all started for me. I was probably in 8th grade at the time.
Wow. You look like you're in 8th grade now. What is the secret to staying young? I mean, I know you're not anywhere near old, but you're still young. I mean, you're an adult, but you look very young. What is the secret to your success?
With me, I try to eat right and to run
Mm-hmm.
and pray a lot.
Right. I think the praying
I
works.
pray
too.
a lot.
Right.
I pray a lot. And I won't get too, into the religion part because, I'm not trying to force that on anybody, but me and myself, that's what I do. And I run. I go to the track and I run. And chasing behind my 15-year-old daughter is doing it.
Right.
I got to stay young for her.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you look definitely young, so people would I would ID you if you came in the club, so, and let me see what else, because I see, she said, how did you get started in gospel music, and so she answered that, Cornelia, I hope you heard it. Anyway, we're going to go on to the next question. Since you have these goals, how do you plan on accomplishing that?
What I think is important, and something that you've actually mentioned, OG, is social media.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like social media is everything today.
Yes.
So I feel like if I can get some type of exposure, that I'll be able to network and get in touch with people that would be able to help me further myself. And then once I'm one, I can help further other people. But social media is big, so I'm trying to establish my own webpage and things of that nature and get that taken care of. And make more appearances, like on your show or any show.
Oh yeah, Genesis Radio would love to have you. We have multiple shows, but I'd like to have a show. I'd like them to play, run your music on certain days just to have it. We're going to work that out. Hopefully we'll talk to Terry and see how we can do that. But we would love to have you sing raw in the studio. And there's a lot of different music shows. Even Dutchy Bang is about to come out with his show. But
Big Bang Show.
Oh yeah, the Dutchy Bang Show. When is that starting?
Big Bang Show starts on Friday from 5 to 7.
5 to 7, the Big Bang Show on Friday. You got that, everybody? And but there's a lot of people up here there's a lot of people out here that are doing music, and in the studio. And since we have a raw studio, because on the other side of that glass is a studio, I would love to have you up here doing raw. I basically want to have you as a co-host too. Hopefully when you're available. I think part of, again, inspiring each other is being around people who have that same fire.
Absolutely.
And we kind of drive each other. And that's what happened with Terry. Terry inspired me to, keep your show going. And then we have Sister Chat. We have a couple of shows that bring some good, that bring everything to the forefront. So we want to have you on all of, even Sister Chat, I want to get you on that.
Absolutely.
And they would love to have you on. I'm sure you would make a great addition to that too.
Absolutely.
And I just figure, the more people get to know your gift, your spiritual gift and your vocal gift, that you bring to the table, I think that people are going to realize that they're missing out. And they need to, and then we're going to have a concert.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I'll be happy to do that.
To remind people and stuff like that of where our greatness really comes from.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's why, I have not steered away from gospel, but I just do both. But gospel for me inspired me. When I touch people, and I'm actually doing a performance at church in a few weeks, and because entertainment can be stopped, but as long as you're still encouraging other people, when I stop, they can keep going. And
Right.
That's a big part of it too. Once we're gone, we'll have other legacies behind us that are able to do more because of us. It
Right.
all starts with somebody. Each was it teach one, each one.
Right.
Each one. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I believe in that.
Well, I think that's the bricks and mortar right there, and that's where it starts from, and that's what I'm trying to do is just basically gather. I'm actually trying to build a team, and part of what I'm trying to build is again, I'm not into preaching, so I do have a show, and I'll talk about things, but I'm really trying to gather enough people who understand the frequency that I'm on and that Building Greatness is trying to do, and that everybody has a part in this. And this team is going to have, different people that have different things, because we need to, sometimes even go out of the community to reach other people that may need so sometimes we'll be doing things like in other communities, other towns, other cities, where we're doing the same thing. We're interviewing people, showing them, look, these are the things that you have in your community that are available. These are the resources. And these are the people who activate it. Because you have people, like yourself, you have resources that people have at their hands. They're just not aware of where to find them. Like if it's grants or, like I said, even just something that's going to help somebody get a small business loan or something like that. Or even concerts that somebody may see you at. Just social media is using that information and putting it out there on blast and letting people know where it's all at in different areas. And we bring it all to a head here on Building Greatness. So, like I said, I'd like to have you on my team. Hopefully you think about it. And, like I said, when you can, I'm sure we'll collaborate and come up with some good topics to kind of bring people in. You'll like me. I'm a little bit too rigid sometimes because I'm so serious. And, I'm sure that, I could be a little bit more, but sometimes I take this very seriously. As you know, I take our community very seriously. I take a lot of things that are going on with the youth very seriously, and people in general. Like I said, like when I see yourself, a woman like you trying to make things happen, it is so difficult when you're not, when you don't have the right people around you and to help, like and keep us going or just kind of get us to another ledge. And so, I want to be there to make sure that happens for the people around me, including you, to, if I have any part in it for the success, we're gonna all grow together. So I look forward to that. And tell your mom. Is your mom watching?
I'm not quite sure.
Hey, Miss Hayes, if you're out there, So.
But yeah, I think building a team is wonderful because each part of the team, as you said, I don't think you're rigid, but I know what you're saying. You're kind of serious, but everybody brings something different to the table. Right. So everybody can relate to each other in different ways, and it starts like that, because we all have to help each other. One hand washes the other.
Right.
So it's really important, and the youth is more important, I think, than all of this because they're the future.
Yeah, they're gonna have. We got a caller. Hello, caller. You're on Building Greatness. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Cornelia, and I am from New Jersey. I'm your fan from New Jersey.
Okay, how you doing, Cornelia?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you. You are one of our. Like every week you are here. You are calling in. You are putting in the work. I'm so grateful to have you as a sponsor, as coming on and calling in and giving us feedback. I'm so glad to have you in my corner. So, you have anything you want to ask, Valina?
Yes, well, I was happy to hear that she's from Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Long Islander too. Originally, I lived in Long Island, but I wanted to know how did she get started in gospel? When did she get started, and how did she further her gospel career?
I was in 8th grade. Cornelia, hi, how are you? And
how are you doing, Valina?
I'm blessed, thank you. And really, I was explaining to OG that my musical director, Derek Edwards, he actually is a native of here. He lives here. He kind of discovered, I guess, my talent for me. I never knew that I actually had a voice. I was just on the youth choir. And I am on my choir's singing team as well. I do that on Sundays. We have choir practice on Fridays. And I like to encourage people through gospel. Again, I also do R&B as well. But gospel, is something special to me because it encourages people. And, when you're in church singing, you don't have people booing you, and people are actually paying attention because they want to hear the encouragement. They may be going through something, and maybe through one of my songs, I could minister to someone else or many others in congregation.
Gospel music. When I'm doing my little workout every day, my gospel music gets me through it.
I'm on Amazon.com, so if you actually type in my first name, Valina, and then Hayes, it will pop right up on Amazon or Google Play.
Okay.
And you can actually
Good,
download.
good.
Yeah, you can download the MP3, or you can actually order the physical CD.
That's what I want to do. That's definitely what I want to do. So I'm looking forward to hearing it and hearing your story. So I'm gonna hang up, and I'm gonna be listening. I want to find out more about you.
Well, thank you so much, Cornelia. It was really a pleasure speaking with you. I appreciate your support.
All right. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Wright, for calling in, and looking forward to following up with you, because I want to hear what you think about the CD and everything, because we want everybody out there. If you're on Amazon, Valina Hayes is on Amazon. Go grab that CD.
Okay. Right.
And
I'll be checking that out this evening, so I can have some good. When I do my workout, I love the gospel music. It inspires me, and I'm always happy to have an opportunity to even speak with a gospel singer. So thank you so much, Valina.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
Thank you.
All right. Bye now.
Thank you, Cornelia. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so, she's a big supporter, and she's always on every week. So, and she's also a sponsor as well, So I'm grateful for those type of people who are constant.
Absolutely.
They give us the feedback and help us grow. And they're going to be supporters. Anything that's out there, like I said, I want people to know where your CD is so they can buy it. Because I'm definitely buying a copy. And anybody who likes gospel music, I encourage them to go and look on Amazon. Could you just give them that information one more time?
Sure. Valina Hayes. And when you put that in, it's Velina, last name Hayes. And as soon as you put that in Google, it will come up, the Amazon link.
Yeah. And I'll confirm everything on my Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll have all that information up so that people can follow up. And, if you're interested, we'll have that information available to you. Even people who might have missed the program today, that information will be up if you're listening to the archives. Okay? So, back to our conversation. So, basically I just want to build a team of people to help us get things done in our communities right now with our young people, and get some events started so that we could, fund some of the things we're doing, And I think we have everything we need right around. I think God has provided everything we need right around us.
Absolutely.
And I think we're going to pick up those pieces. I think that we just need to open our eyes, pick up those pieces, and use them, And that's going to bring us to the next level and the next stage, and, having that foresight to be able to see forward, So I just see big things.
And I wanted to say to you, the other day we were speaking, and sometimes, just like everybody else, when you're trying to accomplish something, you kind of get down on yourself.
Right.
And I was kind of asking God to give me a sign, like give me a reason to even keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just funny, you asked me to be on the show, and it just kind of sparked something in me again and said, you know what, it's not so bad, it'll be all right, just at least get on the path. And once you get on the path, everything will be there for you, as you eloquently said a few days ago. So it's great to be inspired and to inspire. So it's one thing to like a page, and it's another thing to show your support. And I'm just glad I could be here to do that, to show you support.
Yeah. Well, you've been a big supporter. No matter what I'm doing, I've seen you out there. And, again, like, people don't realize those little things. And that's what I try to get people to say, is that it's not the amount of things that you do, it's the quality of things you do. So what you're getting is just a reciprocal energy that you didn't even realize you were giving off. All the plenty of times, you see me on my hustle, you see me out here doing what I do. You support me in my self-defense, my tactical stuff. And everything I used to do, you're always there. And like I said, we know the same people. We come from the same town. It's just weird that we came here, and then all of a sudden, we link up, and it's wow, So, everything has a reason, and a powerful reason. And, we got to, find those reasons, execute them, to make sure that we're doing the work that we're supposed to. And part of my work is saying, look, I think the world should also know, what you're doing, and because it's something that people also are going to be, maybe a music man inspired, maybe a young sister that's out there who's doubting herself may get some inspiration from you and say, wow, you know what? I could hold on a little bit longer and I could do this. And that little bit of time it took them to hold on helped them accomplish one of the greater things, in life.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So we're going to continue all this conversation. We're going to continue doing. Okay, have you heard of a food co-op?
No, I have not.
Okay, so a food co-op is where people, instead of you, like, say you buy, I always use toilet paper because it's the most basic thing everybody uses that we all need. And you buy toilet paper. So you go to the grocery store and you buy toilet paper. How many rolls do you buy at a time?
12.
How much does that run you about?
About six and change.
6 and change, right? So basically what happens, you're getting a retail price on your toilet paper. Now, what you want to do is you get a group of people together. We all use toilet paper. So when you're buying 6 or 12 at a time, basically you're shortchanging yourself because the actual toilet paper actually costs maybe like 5 cents. And if we buy it together, meaning like if me and you decide, okay, we're going to buy groceries together, the groceries that we have in common, okay, we'll end up paying later because either we'll go to Sam's Club and get it at a cheaper rate because we're buying in bulk, or we'll cut them all out if we have a bigger group of people and go straight to the distributor itself. And what you would normally pay for toilet paper as saying maybe $6, $6.99 for 12 rolls, you'd probably want to spend $1. You know what I mean? Because that's just the power of what a co-op does, is we buy things, we have purchase power. And purchase power gives us the ability to leverage what we're buying,
That's awesome.
And we cut out the middleman, which is the retail stores. And I'm not saying all retail stores are bad. What I'm saying is that when we buy in bulk with certain things, we save ourselves some money, and it allows us to start learning how to work together in a cooperative, collective way, which only increases our economics, but also brings us together to get other issues taken care of, including, like, say you wanted to take out a loan for a home. If we came 1,000 strong to a bank, and said, listen, we're going to all put our money in here, but on this condition, when this person needs a loan or when we need a loan, that loan is honored, or whatever. It works in various ways. You can have a food co-op, an economic co-op. So this is something I've been pushing on, building greatness, is to gather people who are serious about co-oping and coming together to put that plan together, because I don't have all the answers. What I do is I just have the idea.
Sure.
And I think it's probably just going to start me and you first, because, if you're down with it, and like we just purchase things ahead of time rather than say I buy toilet paper every week. No, we buy a pallet. And I know, like, financially, we all say, like, maybe we don't have a whole bunch of money, but what we have, we're still able to say, let's go to BJ's. And now let's just find the things that we have in common that we buy in common, and let's go to BJ's and start purchasing those things at a lower rate, but we get more for our money.
Correct.
So we're buying in a bigger purchase, but we're buying it at a quarter of the price, which allows us to save a lot more money, but then we don't have to keep going to the grocery store for those same things because we might have a 6-month supply of.
Very proactive. That's
Right.
a good idea.
Yeah. So that was just one of the things, because I used to do it in Brooklyn, and it worked. Brooklyn has a co-op where, they did that, and they have a larger co-op, larger than the one I had, and, it's still going to this day.
That's a really great idea.
Yeah. And they basically cut out the middleman, so it just, and it, now to the level they have farmer co-ops where they have, like, I just want to tell people this before, this one out here that hopefully I'm going to cover. I'm going to go out and cover this event here, and if you want to come with me, I want to tell you about the Josie Porter Farm. It's on-farm buying club. It's the same thing as a co-op, but you're buying fresh fruits and vegetables that are grown from farmers, who you purchase in bulk. So things that you normally buy fruits and vegetables from the store, you normally are going to buy them at a much higher rate than if you bought them straight from the farm. So we get the farm rate, we're buying in bulk, and we have other people who are on the same page doing the same thing. So, there's some events. So Josie Porter Farm on Farm Buying Club, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. If you'd like to contact them, it's 570-992-5731. It's Cherry Valley Road is where you find it. There's a Josie Porter Farm, and they have a farm buying club. It's more like a farm co-op. Okay? So I just want people to stay tuned for that because this is, I'm sure they're practicing some of the elements of the co-op that I want to do myself. Okay?
No.
That's one thing. Okay? Also, I just want to thank Miss Martina Mathis from East Stroudsburg High School South for the career fair that we will be doing on April 6th. We're going to be expanding the YVC team. Hopefully, I get your daughter involved. If she's interested, she's welcome to, come on a Youth Voice Collective show. And,
Sure.
Any other young people that you think has something that could add to it. We need commentators, correspondents, reporters. We're trying to start a young entrepreneurs group. So, anybody who anybody out there in Cyberland and Genesis Radio family, you hear about it, please support these young people. If you have anybody who you want to add. Now, what do you feel about healthy eating?
I think it's really important, namely because I was kind of forced to. I have high blood pressure for the time being.
You?
I do. And I found that out when I was young, 25.
Wow.
But it runs in my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess stress factors and the way I was eating contributed to it no longer being dormant. And now I have it. So I'm on medication, and the better that I've been eating, the less medication I've had to take. I feel a whole lot better. So to me, it's very important. There's so much, they're injecting the fruits, McDonald's, all those places. I know the kids love it, but it's really, really not healthy. It's just hormones they're putting into the food. It's all kind of things.
Right.
Cancerous things. This is why a lot of people are getting diagnosed with cancer. They don't even know where it came from.
Right.
Even soaps and all kind of fragrances and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
I heard.
causing a lot of sickness. I mean, stuff like, powder and baby powder and things that we've used all our lives, they're telling us now it's causing cancer.
Right.
So I think it's really, really important, the fresh fruits. With organic stuff, you really have to be careful with that too, because even though sometimes they'll put the label on it, it doesn't mean it's actually organic. So you have to look that stuff up too. And now I'm a label reader because of my condition. So it's really, really the sodium.
So will you look out for the sodium content, the sugar, right,
yeah,
right.
all of that stuff. And sugar is disguised as high fructose corn syrup. So many different disguises of sugar that you really have to look out for. And like I said, for these kids, as you can see, like cancer is coming a lot younger. When I was a kid, cancer to me was older people.
Right.
Now we're seeing young babies and small toddlers with cancer, and I think it has a lot to do with the food.
Wow.
I think it has a lot to do with the food.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to wean these kids off of what they're used to eating, but slowly, me and my daughter, we're doing a lot more fish, a lot more chicken, stuff like that, and like the packaged foods. I was kind of taught to shop on the outside of the grocery store because everything on the inside is processed. So to keep the frozen things frozen, there's a lot of things that they have to put in there to do that, to keep the food, I guess you could say cold or able to preserved.
Right.
Yeah. So you got to imagine there's a lot of things in there that are no good for you.
Yeah, and that's for real. I mean, I've seen people as young as teenagers on diet, the machines that when you have diabetes, you get the blood transfusion.
I forget.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe my brain is not functioning. But anyway, it's just a shame that we have to do that.
Seeing it younger and younger. I mean,
right.
Even the kids, a lot of the kids, and
dialysis.
A lot of the kids are obese.
Right.
When I was young, I didn't really see too many kids like that. But it's just
we used to run and ride bikes and stuff.
Everything is iPads, and social media can also have like a double-edged sword, because some kids don't even go outside and play anymore. They don't know what a baseball game is, jump roping. I don't see any of that stuff anymore.
Right. Double Dutch. Yeah, I remember the time when people, the kids be out there and, be double dutching, running hide and go seek. Now it's like, just sitting zombied out on the iPad. So yeah, we have a lot of things we could change in our communities to help people healthier too, because that's important, you know. And per se, I say another good thing is alkaline diet. You know, I drink alkaline water. I also try to make my diet, you know, mostly alkaline. You know, it also fights cancer, meaning that cancer can't really enter your body and survive when you have an alkaline body. So I try to work on that, and that's a big part of this food co-op and the Josie Farm Co-op, is because now we could actually meet the farmers who grow our food.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, and some of them are organic, some of them do use, you know, whatever, but at least we could talk to them. We could go on the site and see what they're doing and know where our food's coming from is number one thing. It's like knowing where our thoughts come from, you know?
Absolutely, because you have the pesticides and everything is spraying tomatoes and things like that, and you're buying it and you're not knowing because you're trusting, you know, the food companies. You're trusting them with your life. It's better to to have hands-on when it comes to your life.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's important. So the next time you're on, we're gonna bring up that topic too. I think that's something important that we could talk about and shed a little bit more light on, you know. So that's some of the things I was going to talk about today. Our, you know, investment, free energy, you know, get yourself off the grid, you know. That way, you know, people don't have to worry about what the system's doing because you're slowly taking yourself and making yourself self-sufficient so you don't have to rely on anybody, at least most of the stuff, you know. I also want to mention real quick, because we're coming on an hour, is Friends of Bright Minds Community Prep 4th Annual Fundraising Affairs, May 6th at Restoration Plaza in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You could contact Kusana Dabi. So there's, you know, I'm have all that information also on the OGA resource and network, so you could get all that information for that. Again, you know, donating is a very powerful thing. You know, I want to encourage people to do that. Of course, I could always say, you know, we could just go on in life without paying things, but we do need to pay our bills here at Genesis Radio. We need to keep on the lights. And we have equipment and stuff we want to upgrade to the next level. So donation, sponsorship is always encouraged for the show, okay? And anybody who feels like they can, like Keith Spurgeon, you know, he really saved us. He basically helped Youth Voice Collective get over that lump, and I was grateful for that. But anybody else wants to sponsor, donate, we're looking for that. We also want to have people volunteer their time and, you know, call in, you know, and get to know our new, you know, our guest and, you know, buy her CD too. You know, geez, I'm telling you, her music, it will touch your soul, you know, not just, you know, and you just get the CD, because the next time we're here, I'm going to be playing that CD, you know. Volunteers, mentors, to help people overcome life challenges and, you know, support the Wounded Warrior Project too for our soldiers out there. The Wounded Warrior Project is a great place to, you know, help our soldiers and our fallen warriors. You know, a lot of people want to know what they can do, because we know, like you said, that the system, you know, that we have right now is not really helping people the way it should. So we're going to have to help ourselves, and that's one way I contribute as well. Okay, so I just want everybody to know that we're going to have some self-defense classes coming up in May and events around town. We're going to start to broadcast, and you know, that's all I have to say. But also, we have this. If you want to talk to your representatives, whatever your political affiliation is, they have a town hall meeting moving forward together, and it's going to be, you can check it out, you know, for all the people who are in politics and you want to know, you want to control, you know, that's another thing, game plan is to control your politics, know what's going on. So when they have these town hall meetings, you're not sitting around saying what's going on, because you're at the town hall meeting making the changes. So, and I'll leave it to you if you have anything to say to anybody.
Oh, that's big stuff, and I just encourage everybody to help one another and support one another. It makes a huge difference. You know, one person can do great things, but, you know, the masses together can do extraordinary things, and that's what it's all about, just supporting each other. Donations and, again, just your time. You know, everybody has a busy schedule, everybody has to do what they have to do, but sacrificing an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, I mean, it makes a huge difference. Again, social media is huge, so we're just asking for your time.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, I want everybody to hear what she said because, you know, she just got off work. Everybody says, you know, I have work, I don't have time. She's just getting off. She's had a rough day, and she made it to the radio station. She made it here before me. And, you know, that's rare. You know, I'm, you know. But the main thing is that, you know, we can't use excuses like we don't have time or, you know, I didn't hear you or whatever. Let's keep up with social media, support each other, just like I support everybody else out there. Let's make this a reciprocal power. We can all grow. There's enough for everybody. And I'm looking forward to having Valina on my show again. You know, as when she can come. I'm grateful to have you here. You know,
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, we're going to be following you, doing other events and different things with you off air. So let's just keep up with what's going on and support this great person right here, everybody. You know, buy her CD. Okay, so. We're going to shut it down in a minute, but I just want to thank all my sponsors. So thank you for everything. TP Square, Genesis Radio, thank you very much for the